is presentation. Marketing is presentation and information, and sales is offering the product.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right. I like that. I appreciate that. All right, let's see here. I want to,
What was the question, Daryl?
if you had been on time, I'm sorry, Miss Pace.
I got a grandbaby in here that made me run late. Okay.
Oh, okay. Excuses. No, the question was, what is the difference in marketing versus sales? What's the
Okay.
difference?
That's all you asking. I just want to know what the question. No, okay.
Okay.
I thought that was real interesting. You know, I just finished getting my marketing degree. And what was real interesting to me about marketing and that I could notice down through the years really just hammered in was the fact that probably 90% of our marketing is psychological and touches the emotions of people. Therefore, when we market, we share a piece of ourselves. At the same time, the pieces of ourselves that we show are meeting the needs and the wants of the people. Somebody mentioned being relative or interpersonal. That's why sometimes some of the marketing, just like today, I put a picture up and I said, you know, trusting God helps me. Oh, I think what I said, be calm in life and it's whatever. But at the bottom of it, I put ShekinahServices.com. Well, everybody's commenting and they're saying, oh, you know, oh, yeah, I agree. Amen. Well, the next day, I'll probably turn around and selling is basically convincing someone that your product or services is worth them having, showing them the value of what you have to offer, which is not always how you can get to them unless they have a need or a want, or they're drawn to who you are as an individual and see some of that. So that's what I think the difference is. That's why sometimes straight selling is not as successful as marketing.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. Okay. I guess you got an A on that report. It sounds like it.
Whatever.
Very good. And congratulations.
I graduated.
Oh, yes. Congratulations on your graduation. All right. On your degree. Fantastic. Hey, y'all.
Whatever.
Y'all tell me now. I know you probably see the words down there, but y'all already know what is this logo? You can come off mute and let me know. Tell me what this logo is.
Where you see it? Where is it posted?
You don't see it?
Y'all
Y'all don't see that? Oh, shit.
I see him behind you.
Well, all right. Well, oh, I know what I didn't do. Okay. Hold on.
Share.
Yeah, let me get back over here. I told y'all last week, like I said, I'm still learning this thing, but that wasn't the problem that time. All right, the problem that time was I just didn't do what I was supposed to do. Okay. You see it now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That ain't the one I want to show, but what is this logo?
McDonald's.
All right.
Golden Arches.
The Golden Arches, McDonald's. All right. Let's see here.
Nike.
Just do it.
All right.
Nike.
All right. Got one more for you. Make this work. I know some of y'all might not recognize this one. That one.
Nike.
Nike. It didn't change. Nike.
It didn't show this one.
Still
No,
showing
I think they
Nike.
hit the arrow.
Oh shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not embarrassed. I'm because I be on with Mr. Stokes, and Mr. Stokes be messing up, and he be saying June. And
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes you a trickster. I was thinking you would. You would. I was thinking that's supposed to be there.
I wasn't trying to, but oh man, this now like I said, I ain't embarrassed, but I sure did want y'all to see this one because and it might okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm gonna go. Y'all see the Nike on that one?
Right.
Okay. Let me
I think you can probably hit that arrow out to the side.
Let's see. No, well that's just on all the rest of them. I didn't when I downloaded. I didn't download it right.
And that's my favorite though, Coca-Cola.
Mm.
Okay.
Is it a slideshow?
No, I didn't put it on
Pastor D,
slideshow.
is it a slideshow?
No, I didn't put it in a slideshow. Okay, but don't worry about it.
Oh,
What it is, maybe I can describe it to you.
Okay.
It's two black guys. Two black guys. And they have black coats on. They got gray beards, and they have they're singing, actually kind of rapping. Says sprinkles.
I
Tag team,
thought that's
Geico
how-
commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Geico.
I couldn't think of nothing but the song.
Whoop, there it is. Swoop,
Yeah,
swoop, there it is.
right.
I
Okay.
grew up with
Rock
one of them,
roll.
so I know one of them. So
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Now, for some of y'all that might didn't understand, didn't hear that, that is from Tag Team, from hip hop team from back in the 90s that made the song popular. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Y'all remember that? All right, and then
Yep.
they came back
Oh my God.
and Geico got them to talk about ice cream and scooping ice cream. And this woman, and she was in the kitchen she was just very mundane, everything like this. And so it was telling about what she needed. And they said, what you need? Tag team to come in and tell you. And so then the beat starts and everything got to going. Everybody got excited. Her husband and daughter walks in. Y'all remember the commercial? Have y'all
Yeah.
seen the commercial? Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now if you notice that even with me just describing it, we heard different people saying Geico, then scoop, there it is. Everybody here on the call that recognized they started. What was happening there? Marketing.
Marketing.
Marketing was happening. And so they didn't come in selling. Like I said, I showed you the McDonald's logo. McDonald's logo showed, you say, hey, McDonald's, Mickey D's. So you think about the Big Mac, you think about their broken down machines, ice cream machines, all of these things. But like they marketed that, but they don't even sell you till you get to the window. Do they? They don't sell you till you get to the mic, but they got the big sign out there and it's saying, here's Mickey D's, here's McDonald's. So when you get in there, then they tell you what all your specials are. They tell you what your prices are on the meals and all of that. But because what has happened is that over the years, they have developed their marketing strategy. People know who they are all over the world. Now, my question to you is, who knows you? Who knows your product? Who knows what you do? Who knows what you believe? Who knows it? And And so that's what we want to do. And that's the difference there in marketing and sales. Marketing, sales is great. And that's what you want to do, because that's how you get a chance to quote unquote make money. Because I don't know if you know it or not, but MyEcon is a business. It is a business, and it becomes your business. You become a part of it. You become a partner in it. You are a business partner with MyEcon, and you can make money. Well, you're going to make money several different ways. We show you how to do it by minimizing your taxes. We show you how to do it by eliminating debt, how to increase your credit score, and you don't have to pay as much for stuff because your credit is at a high score. You have a high score. Also, as far as investing, we teach you investment principles and strategies. These are things for money for now and for your future. And so, like I stated at the beginning, is that it's not only just about you, but we really, if we are concerned about our neighborhood, our communities, our families, we're going to get the information. And to me, it's just like the Holy Ghost. I can't keep it to myself. I got to tell somebody about it. I got to tell somebody about him, because how good he is to me. And so that's what and how I am about MyEcon. I don't always say that, MyEcon at first, but like I said, but when we get a chance to chat, people are saying, hey man, what is this that you're always talking about? I saw you put something on there about credit. I get a chance to now give them a video, give them a marketing platform for them to go out and take a look at our AMS system, automated marketing system. So we got that for them to look at. Well, I don't have to do as much work. We used to have to do a whole lot of work if we really want to, get someone into MyEcon. But like right now, we have the videos. And that's what people, and they are short videos because people don't have a lot of time anymore. And so that's what we want to do. Like I said, take that sting of selling out of your mindset. You got to sell, because if you don't sell, you just be a promoter. But what promoter that does not want to make money for his team, for himself and for his team, or for herself and her team? And so here's an opportunity for you to know how to do that and talk about that. What we do. Mr. Stokes stepped away. I see.
I got a question.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Mr. Stokes.
Well,
go ahead, Ms. Pace.
Okay. I was gonna say, is it me?
Yeah, go ahead, Pace.
Okay. Well, I was wondering as you were talking, I thought about one of my favorite companies is Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola has sold the world on something much greater than a Coke. I never forget. I'd like to see the world. There's
Teach the
songs
world to
that they
sing.
had, and they had yes, and then they got around the globe and they caught hands and so forth. And then they have a strong mission that's beyond. And now what's really happening is people are looking at recycling, all this stuff that's going on around the presidency and so forth. All the businesses were wrapped around it. But my point is that they have a strong mission. And instead of just moving the product, part of your marketing is moving the mission. And my question would be, even with MyEconers, how many of us actually know the mission? Because sometimes we come into MyEcon looking for the product, but we're not. Pastor Darrell just told us about the lowering the taxes, actually benefiting from credit repair, plus extra income, plus investment. And some of us don't move it because he just told us part of the mission. But I think one of the biggest things that we can do to split from, hey, let me sell my econ. Let me sell this on taxes. Let me sell this on credit. Let me sell this on the other products and services. Is if we would learn the mission, which you just said, I'm just saying a different way. If we would understand that there is a mission to my econ, and when we grab hold of that, that's what brings forth a lot of our creativity, or is what we call attractive marketing, because the mission becomes who we are. And then people are attracted to that mission because that's what we're moving forward. I think it's important that we know that.
That's really important. That's good. Thank you for sharing that. Hope y'all understood what she's saying. That by knowing that, then we can do it, we can move it forward, and people can grab a hold to what it is that they need. And Mr. Stokes, I'm sure he will talk about this here momentarily, about what they need. And that's what we want to present to folk. What is it that you're interested in? Everybody's not interested in the same thing. Everybody don't like McDonald's. Some folks like Burger King. Other folk like another burger, Rallies or whatever it may be. Okay, so but the thing about it, what is it that you like? What is it that you need? Some folks don't like burgers at all. So that's the thing that we want to do. We want people to know what it is that we have to offer. We want people to know that it is a benefit and beneficial to them, that it is not just one of those things. That's what I love about it. It's not just one of those things. We are an awesome company. So what I want to do right now is like I said, 9:30, want to give Mr. Stokes time here. I want to introduce to some and present to others the co-founder of My Econ himself, Mr. Ivy Stokes. Again, how awesome and wonderful it is to have the founder of the company agree to come and be a part of our leadership training. He has set the standard, he set the bar and set the bar high as far as training his leaders is concerned. He showed us and shows us how to be a leader. When everybody else shut down during the pandemic, Mr. Stokes stood up even taller. He stood up even higher and showing us, and started doing a presentation called Every Night of the Week initially. So I know Monday through Friday. He stood up, and this is another thing too that most people just didn't understand, is that Mr. Stokes during Christmas, during the holiday period, when all the other businesses said, all right, y'all go ahead and just relax now, Mr. Stokes said, let's go ahead and drop the prices. Let's go ahead and give the people something that they would want. They're shopping anyway. Let's give them something that is going to benefit them, and that is My Econ. And basically just almost just give the business away. And so I'm just excited about this man. He's a multimillionaire, has created over 600, actually it's more than this, but over $600 million in income. And I'm excited to know this man. He's a godly man. As he calls himself, he's a church boy. And I just love him. He checked on me when I was in the hospital. He supported me. My wife checked on us. And so just a personable person. And I love him. Mr. Stokes, I just want to tell you what I've told you privately, I'm going to tell you publicly. I love you, brother. I sure do appreciate you and what you're doing for us and people all over the country.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love you too. And all of our My Econ associates. You know, sometimes when students are really, really, really smart, they show up to class late. And I was just noticing that Miss Pace had all A+. And I didn't know she was late until you told everybody. But since you told everybody, no. Hey, Miss Pace, how you doing? I just like the best with her. But you know, her husband, he's got big muscles, so don't tell Jerome I was messing with you.
Oh, he listening to you.
He got me. All right, so everybody's doing good out there tonight. Hey, Jock had a question, and his question was, what's to start with best? to start with first. And yes, Job, the answer to your question is change your W-4. If you're working a job, change your W-4, get as much in your check as possible. And that's your first marketing instrument, is get an instant pay raise. And then talk about, you know, what you can do with that pay raise. Marcus and Angela did a W-4, a video on W-4 on TikTok. They got 4 million views in 30 days. And they have also qualified for the bonus. So, you know, it's only been 3 weeks, they're qualified. So, you know, everything they do now, you know, every sale generates more and more toward their bonuses. So they're gonna have a big, Miss Doucette has, she's also had personal recruits. She's working toward her bonus. Pastor Daniels is working toward his bonus. Miss Knight is working toward her bonus. And I'm sure some of the rest of you that I don't know, these are just names that I saw a week ago, and I'm just trying to pull from it. So we are getting sales, and because we are marketing, you know, and that's what it's all about. And what it really comes down to, I listened to all the information about all the definitions of marketing versus sales. And I would agree that sales is sharing information that could potentially influence a person's mind. You talked about the commercial. And all right, Miss Doucette says, yep, she's working hard on it. She's going to get there. And hey, every one of us can. And, you know, that commercial could, you know, make somebody feel good about, of course, Geico or whatever, right? I see commercials now all the time. My wife, we laugh about it. And I'm like, what were they advertising? I don't even know what they're advertising. And then the third, fourth, fifth time you look at it, like, oh, that's what they're talking about. But they're just trying to get your attention. Does that make sense? And so all those commentaries were great, and the definition was great. And marketing leads to sales. And, you know, and so what it comes down to is, in my opinion, let's identify, you know, a business has to solve a problem. You know, air conditioning business, of course, you know, that'll cool you down, right? That's the problem. People hot, want to get cool at the house, and so on, right? Well, you know, or provide a solution to something. Well, in America, here's the situation, and this is what keeps me going every single day. If I'm up, if I'm down, if something going on, if something not going on. Here's the reality of America. We got 335 million people in America. Well, 80% of those people do not have enough money. They just don't have enough money. Okay? 70% of those people have bad credit. They overpay. They can still buy stuff on credit, some of them, but they pay more. You got people driving around in cars at 18 to 24%, other people paying 2%. So they didn't have money to start with, now they're overpaying. Because they can't buy on credit. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So, you know, you got those same people who don't have much money, they pay a higher percentage of their income in taxes. Those same people that work hard, but they don't make a whole lot of money because they got lower income jobs, they don't make much money from investing because they have little to no money invested. So they get little, or what I call subpar investment income. Okay, so that's, you know, that's the problems, right? And income, credit, taxes, subpar investing. Now here's the problem. So that's the problem. My econ was created out of that problem. I was born into a family with all those problems. I grew up in a household with all those problems. Every one of them. I graduated from college with all those problems. One of the top schools in America, Georgia Tech. And I started asking the Lord about it. I said, God, this don't make no sense. I with this, I'm not, I got a problem here. You say you know respect of persons. That's what your word says. So I believe in you. I believe in your words. Okay, so tell me what the problem is. So he showed me clearly over time that we have a lack of financial education problem. And so people are making bad business decisions, bad financial decisions. As an example, if a person works a job hoping that they're going to make more money, that's a bad financial decision. There's nothing wrong with working a job because the job is a blessing. But thinking that somehow that job is going to take them to financial stability, that's a bad financial decision. So they should work their job and then find a side gig that could take them up higher, because the job has no leveraging. It has no, saying it is what it is with their credit score. That's a bad financial decision. Not knowing how credit works is a bad financial decision. Not investing is a bad financial decision, because you can start investing with $25 a month. If you're going to pay everybody else in town except yourself, that's a bad financial decision. Now, here's what the question comes down to, and this is where it takes me, okay? What's the solution, or who's going to provide the solution is a better way of asking the question. Is the government going to provide the solution to those people? Is corporate America through the job world going to provide a solution to those people? Is the church going to provide a solution to those people?
Mm.
So that leaves the individual to provide the solution for him or herself. That's the business that we're in.
Well, it depends on the church, Mr. Stokes.
Well, I would say that they could get the information from the church, but I would say even at that, the church can't provide the solution, but the church could definitely provide the information
Okay.
that could that could help solve the problem, right? Even My Econ can't provide the solution. My Econ can provide the information that could re-educate the person, and they could get the solution.
Gotcha.
So here's the thing. If you believe that financial education and support tools is the solution, then that's what you market. And you market that from a positive position of testimonials. One of the worst things that I see in My Econ every single day, even with Infinities, I see this problem. With many of our Infinities, I see this problem. They don't market their successes. Okay, here's what I mean. I hear people say, okay, back when we was doing live meetings, man, I invited 9 people tonight. 1 showed up. Now they got 30 people in the room. So they minimizing the 1 that showed up that they personally invited, the 30 that's in the room, over 8 who didn't show up. So they could have said, man, we got 30 people here tonight, and I got 1 new guest. We're getting ready to move to the next level. That's one example. You see, because if you're going to market, you got to be excited every day. Your belief system should take you to it every day. Okay, so here's another way. What's your rate of return on the money that you invested in My Econ? Because people put the money in the bank and get 1%, like, ooh, that's pretty good. Or they put the money in a mutual fund and get 10%, like, that's pretty good. Or they get 12% and they say, I did pretty good. But it's almost impossible to get less than 100% a year on your business when you consider the cash flow from tax savings, debt elimination, investing, and commission checks. I see people make, maybe not big bills, they make, $5,000 a year. And they're like, yeah, I didn't do much in my business. I didn't get much going. I'm like, really? You invested $500 this year in your business and you made $5,000. You got 1,000% return. person should be out on the web. That person should be talking to people. Hey, I got a great business. I made 1,000% return on my money this year. Since I've been doing it, my return has been X thousand percentage. You know, since I've been doing this, my credit score has gone up. I'm getting great credit now. And see, when you start marketing that way, but it's hard to market that way if you don't believe that way, because your belief is going to take you to the marketing. Everybody's got a success story, but we don't market the success stories. Because you see, here's the reality. Some of you have heard this term before. Follow the process. The process is not hoping and wishing for $1 million. The process is not hoping and wishing for financial success. The process is what you do day to day to get you there. I've probably built teams of, 150,000 people over my years of networking, but it was one by one. It was following the process which brought me the millions of dollars. It wasn't hoping and wishing that millions of dollars came in the door. And so you have the tools to do great marketing, but you have to start marketing those things and look for the positive. In other words, if you worked for a major corporation in their marketing department, they would not want you, hire you, or keep you to tell them about the product that they didn't sell. They would not hire you and keep you for you to promote the least beneficial thing of their product. They would hire you to promote the best things of the best benefits, the greatest things in their product, the success stories. And if we start to do that, example, marketing. I do marketing. Let me give you an example of how I market. We got a young lady. Every time somebody gets promoted in my econ, we promote them on the web. That's marketing. That tell people, oh, let me go join my econ. They're doing well over there. Now it's like we got a young lady. She just joined a couple of weeks ago, Miss Felicia, and 3 weeks ago, she made Infinity. She recruited 112 personal people in 3 weeks. And she's got team members that's recruiting. But see, it's about marketing. See, businesses don't build themselves. We build the businesses. And you build the businesses based on your marketing and your belief system, but it's hard to market if you don't believe. I spent a lot of years in my early years learning marketing and learning building. And, I didn't start off, like I said, when I started in business, I didn't have a car. I was on bus, but I believed it. And I was, talking about the marketing and talking to people all the time. And so over the years, and I had many conventions over the years that didn't go great, in my early years. And I've never had a perfect one. But I always talk about the successes that we had on them. Some of you have been to our national conventions where we give out hundreds of trophies and plaques and awards, and we sit down because what? That's marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's marketing. And if you ever find yourself not thinking about and realizing the successes that you've had, the return on your investment, your credit scores, your debt elimination, etc., then you're not doing what's going to benefit your business that day. And that should be, no matter who you're talking to, no matter where you live, you can be marketing online, you can be marketing about a phone, whatever, but every day you should be talking about something that you accomplished or something that one of your business partners accomplished. Every single day, you should be marketing something in your business. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing what's required to grow your business. Because when you start a small business, whether it's an air-conditioned business or whether it's a restaurant or whether it's a digital home-based business like MyEcon, you are the CEO, the CFO, and the vice president of marketing. And marketing is and you better, and when you're a small business, you probably ought to spend 80% of your time on marketing. Marketing is even more powerful than training. Eventually people, because if you go through training 5-6 times, well, it's not that much, you got it. It's pretty simple, right? And so that's the whole key to it. And then what you want to do is, I'm going to share my screen here. I like to keep, if you will, Pastor Dandridge, if you will, I don't need it. I can do it without it. Yeah, go ahead and activate me so I can share my screen. Ain't gonna take but a minute. I'm almost done anyway. But when you start marketing that way, social media, business cards, for years before we had social media, and I still do it today, I put 3 cards in my pocket every day. Well, I started off doing 10 a day, and then I cut it back to 3 because I couldn't keep up with everybody. I want to walk up to 3 people a day and say, I'm a business owner in town, and I'd like to give you one of my cards. I'm waiting on them to say, what kind of business is it? We show people how to get out of debt, build investment income, make money online, whatever, whichever way you like. I like build great credit and build investment income. That's because those are hot buttons. And, those are hot buttons for people. And so I like doing it that way, but I would do that 3 times every single day. Every day, that's what I was doing. Because what that does is really take you to the next level in your business. Okay, I thought I had it open. Hang on for a second. I guess I didn't have it open. One second, everybody.
So while you're opening that, you made a comment in reference to promoting something that you've done, your accomplishment, or some of your team members. And yesterday, I believe it was the day before, one of our team members promoted one of their team members who raised their credit score over 147 points.
There you go.
I copied and pasted that and said one of our team members raised her credit score over 147 points. I just copied and pasted. Same thing that she said. Only thing that she said was my friend or my business partner, whatever. And I said one of our.
And what I would have done on that is I would have said congratulations to Initials for one of my business partners increased it. You know what I'm saying? I would spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was telling my daughter, she graduated from the University of Georgia here a couple of years ago, just for the year before the pandemic. And so we went to graduation, and I'm gonna tell you, they started that morning at 9 o'clock, they finished up by midnight. And it wasn't nothing but a fundraiser. They danced, they sung, they had entertainers come in for, they took breaks for literally for 15 hours. And every 45 minutes or so, somebody would come on, give a little 5-minute speech break and market the idea of giving money back to the Alumni Association, to the college.
Oh.
I mean, it was total marketing. And so there's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is we got to get in the game. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, we see the flower. So we do see your screen.
All right, let me get to it then.
Oh, and by the way, like I said, someone contacted me and said, I want to increase my credit.
Right, absolutely.
And so now
that's what it's all about. And every single day, I mean, you can get up in the morning and say, hey, I am so thankful. My return of investment on my business since I opened the doors in blank year is X.
I mean, they do it at church too. I just hate to say it. I mean, I just hate to tell everybody, but it's a prominent church. It's really, really growing. And he has this philosophy of gloriology. And his members started with videos and posts and all about their testimony, seeing people walk. When they had COVID, they were healed. And now, you know, I made this much money since I become a part of Gloriology. And, you know, they got little clips and stuff, and his church is growing by leaps and bounds. And we you know, we still seem like we ashamed to talk about it.
Right, and we got to do that because, hey, you know, I've been, you know, I'll give you an example of something. I've been reading, you know, I decided, I guess maybe January or whatever, I said, well, I'm gonna read the whole Bible again this year.
Mhm.
So I read the New Testament first, and then now I'm on the Old Testament. And, you know, front to back, you know, I'm doing it again. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. The Lord believed in blowing the horn too,
Yes. he
and
did.
ringing the bell and letting everybody know that he was the baddest in the history of all baddest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
That's fact.
That's fact. I'm like, you know, because I went back and did it again. I said, let me go read this thing. Everything was gold or purple or it was decorated. It was nothing that was subdued. He did not subdue anything. He believed in making it well known. And so my point is that that's called marketing. That's called marketing. And one thing that I like to do is I like to track my prospects. Now, in other words, you can track them like this, okay? You know, okay. So I always say if you can get 1,000 people to look at your business, to like your business, look at your business, whatever, you can turn that into 100 people to hear a presentation and you'll get 25 sales. And then if you just teach those people to do the same thing, your business will grow. So what you should be doing is manually on a little paper or somewhere is saying, okay, how do I get 1,000 people to take some interest in my business enough to at least watch the video? Okay, I call them prospects. 1,000 people to watch the video. Now, if you get 1,000 people to watch the video, you're gonna get 100 people that says, let me interface with you and get a second look. Maybe they go to a live presentation, or maybe you pick up the phone call and call them. Well, from that, you're gonna probably end up with 20, 25 personal recruits. And if you teach that process over and over and over and over and over, and you know, it's like we've got the young lady did 112 in the last 3 weeks. Well, she's not the only one. Her upline did 41. And she's the CEO of Infinity. You know, so we've got about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 people that's, you know, they're averaging 20 a week. But we got hundreds of people that average 1, 2, 3, 4 a week. And if you can average 1 a week, that's 50 a year. You can build a big business if you constantly